Today we'll cover 3 more absolutely crazy moments from StarCraft 2 Esports. Make sure to watch part 1 if you haven't done that yet, and this time we'll take a look at specifically Dark Templars and how players use them. Dark Templars have always been part of this game and were mainly used as a harass tool, but things changed when Dark Templars got a brand new blink ability. At first sight, it seemed not very useful except for late game. Sure, you can save your units when they are being chased, but Dark Templars were so expensive that you won't be building more than a couple of them anyway. But players discovered a new way to use them. DTs have a very high damage and can one-shot many units, and you just need to strike first and get close to your target, and this way, a glass cannon unit turned into a deadly weapon. Korean PROTOSS Nightmare was one of the first players who showed the true potential of a totally new playstyle.
He's going to make a few more units over here.
A lot of Zealots and DTs. This is so crazy!
I think he actually blinks behind it.
This is so crazy!
Like, here we go.
I don't know. Okay, he blinks on top of everything. Oh my god, he charges in and the blink DTs smashing through!
That's so cool! Dude, he's actually doing it.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I didn't even think you'd use him like that, but yeah, you just blink on top of the army and then that damage is dealt so fast.
Oh my god, yeah, no, they deal a ton of single target damage.
Yeah.
And he is on top of everything. The second Prism out here being hunted down by a Viking. He might not be able to reinforce, but it doesn't matter. Whoa!
During the most important StarCraft 2 tournament, WCS Global Finals 2019, Classic was tied with a 2-2 score with Rogue, one of the strongest Zerg players in the world. Historically, PROTOSS race has been struggling to win big premier tournaments, and Classic was the last PROTOSS player to keep the dream alive. However, things went terrible for him from the very beginning. Rogue managed to scout the Dark Shrine, and now he could easily counter the invisible Dark Templars that were meant to deal significant damage to the Zerg's economy. And most players would alter their strategy or try to passively get into a macro game, but Classic went for a pretty reckless solution that would be incredibly risky to execute.
Well, this is about as clutch as you can possibly get doing a build like this.
Yeah, if it works, but if it
This looks like something our two-time world champion SOS would try out. So,
Okay,
oh my
so
god!
crazy.
I have never seen this before!
No, nobody has.
How many DTs is he going to make? He's just going to jump on the spores.
Is there an overseer? I mean, what do you think? He's got an observer as
Oh
well. He's
my
gonna blink into
God.
the main base here with high ground vision. Roaches are on the way though. All that Rogue needs to do is get a lot of roaches out. He doesn't have the right amount of roaches right now, I believe.
Oh, he's
is
waiting for his
ridiculous.
second blink right now. Classic is so all in. These DTs have to do a lot.
All the links are on the other side of the map as well. Rogue's very confused. Rogue's making drones, by the way. There goes the lair!
Oh, going after the layer right now. Right-clicking with so many Dark Templars, and look at this. Takes it down in a matter of seconds.
I cannot believe what we're watching. He's gonna recall all of these attempts as well.
What a move from Classic. And now the tech of Rogue absolutely reset.
This is sick. This is absolutely sick. I mean, Rogue does still have 2 bases. He can still make an insane amount of roaches, and he didn't lose that many drones, but this reminds me a little bit of what we saw in Acropolis, even though it's of course super different. Now he's gonna morph them into Archons, and he's just gonna go into that Immortal Archon, maybe Zealot composition. I mean, now +1 melee is gonna go down, but we saw that in some of the games that Reino dropped as well. Like, Banelings can be very effective against his army, but you need an insane economy for that to be the case, right? And that economy, Rogue simply doesn't have it right now. Rogue is going for a little run by. He's gonna grab a couple probes here, but he's also pretty good defensively.
Yeah, I mean, it does a little bit of damage. What he really wanted is for Classic to turn around. Looks like he comes in with the Overseer. He anticipated this occurring, but the DT is still doing okay. Now the attack comes in. Classic going for the kill right now with a gigantic army.
Yeah, no time to waste. It's still very scary though. That's a lot of Ravagers, and Rogue's micro is good. I think Rogue is doing this well so far. Rogue wants to keep on running, and Classic just wants to force the fight.
Well, there's 4 Immortals in here. He's dealing huge amounts of damage. Those Archons tanking so much, it looks like he might be taking out the 3rd base of Rogue.
That is a massive pickup. There's an Evolution Chamber on the right side as well. The drones are stacked up. Classic can be botted. Classic just once again on top of the Ravagers, and most of the roaches are gone already.
Oh, Rogue has almost nothing left at this point. The bios go down. A good dodge here from Classic as he walks forward, trying to pin these units up against the wall. Rogue running into his natural, almost nothing left over.
All of these roaches and Ravagers are clumped up. The Archons are getting the best shots up ever. Classic is doing it. What a game. What a series. Wow.
Oh, GG!
It's a very common strategy to place buildings outside of your base, that's called Proxy, and while it can be risky, it denies scouting for your opponent and also gives you a tactical edge in the game. However, it can quickly turn into a disaster if your proxy is found, so you need to make sure to hide it in the best possible place, and the best way to do that is to hide your proxy in the plain sight, just like Deer did on Solar's base in this game.
The probe still hasn't
Still
been scouted.
unseen. There's
oh
the pylon.
My God.
That's a little bit early, though.
Is this truly?
You can make the Dark Shrine in the main with that pylon.
My
It's
God.
actually in the main!
What the? Okay, I can't say that on air, but the unseen Dark Shrine is in fact the deadliest.
This is the best way to
Watch
get
him
to
build
Solar's
a gateway
head.
in the main too for faster warpins. That's how you do it. He hasn't even seen the natural. What a terrible time to not scout and see that there's no base.
Overlord speed is about to finish here, but I mean, let's be real. I think it's a little bit too late. That Dark Shrine is about halfway done. He's threatening with a Stalker. I think Solar's beginning to read a little bit into this, like, okay, what's going on? Okay, now he knows.
Dun, dun. All of a
He's like,
sudden.
oh wait, no, I had a Nexus.
Oh my God! So if that had been down like a second early, he's gonna get into the main. One Stalker, will he kill it in time? No, the Zergling gets a full scout and sees everything that isn't there. Immediately, Spore Crawlers start going down. The Dark Shrine, it finishes just seconds too slowly.
In the main. All right, here we go. Spores are done.
Guys, get your Twitch clip buttons ready. We're about to see either the life or death of a Zerg or Protoss player. Also, watch Solar's face.
He could snipe the Spore.
He could.
That's,
oh my God.
that's the play.
Yeah,
he can snipe the Spore. All the queens are at the natural here.
Oh my God.
He doesn't know there's a pylon at his back door.
Oh my God, this is so genius. Deer, you sexy man. What a build. The Spore goes down. Another one will never be built. And there he goes. Look at that Solar face. He knows. He knows it is just too late. His main in, what did I say earlier? Shatters? That's what it
Yeah,
is.
it's in Shatters.
Everything will die. Oh,
And
he's gonna cancel the Spore at the third.
There's no Spore over here. He needs to surround it.
He does surround it. He's gonna pull away.
He's gonna give it up.
He's sacking his third. He's gonna try to run it in. Can he surround the Spore? No, he's not protecting the Spore Crawler. It's GG.